got some silverware, but really, are you eating though? Are you eating though? Nigga, are you eating though? Breakfast, lunch, and dinners for beginners, you ain't eating no. Never catching cases, why they faces look so emo. Watch a hater hate me, wanna play me like a piano. My architect, no Japanese. Yo, girl, she Japanese. No hands like soccer teams. Y'all fuck boys like Socrates. You niggas ain't Japanese.
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to GPBR. Today I kind of wanted to tell you guys about a story that happened between me and a couple of the other clanmates about 6 months ago. A little bit of background to the story. Me personally and the people that the story is involved with, we are not in any way badasses or anything. We do not do anything other than play video games or go to school or work pretty much. So the story basically is our first run-in with the cops and getting in trouble with the police officers. So a couple months ago, in the middle of October, I do believe, me and a couple of clanmates, we were gonna have a gaming session or gaming slumber party, whatever you want to call it. So we were all hanging out in a house, and everyone thought, hey, let's go to the Sev, let's get some gaming fuel, get that Mountain Dew and Doritos. First of all, it was a debate on how we were going to go to the 7-Eleven. It was we were either going to drive or we were going to walk. It was getting pretty cold out, so we decided that we were going to drive. But then I was like, nah, let's walk and it'll be fun. Come on, guys. So we started walking there. On the way there, not very eventful. We just kind of haul ass there because it's cold as shit. So we're running there. We get our stuff. We get that gaming fuel. We're all set. We start walking back. And it's getting cold, so we start running. Along the road that we're walking along, there's a huge line of fence. So we're walking back from the Sev, and we're running along this road with the fence, and there's, some obstacles, and I was like, yo, I'm parkour. And I did, I think I just jumped on the fence and, jumped off. The tiniest ass wall run you can imagine. And then I was like, wow, this board's kind of unstable. So I kicked the board. It was pretty loud. And I could kind of tell people could hear it. So, oh, shit. That's probably not good. So we just kept walking, strolling on our way. We kicked a couple more boards. I don't know why. Boys will be boys, I guess. But we didn't kick them hard, but it was a good kick, I suppose you could say. And then all of a sudden, we're just walking. We look back. We can see a car going pretty fast. It was going pretty fast, and we're like, oh, where's he off to? And then all of a sudden, it's a squad car, and it rolls up fast as shit beside us, and then another one comes flying from the other direction, comes up. So we're pinned by two cop cars pretty much, and we're like, whoa, what the fuck's going on? And we realized that it was for us, and we're like, oh fuck, what do they think we did? They think we robbed the 7-Eleven or something? So then this other cop comes running down the sidewalk from us, and they start yelling at us hey, stop there, that kind of shit. And we're like, oh, okay. So we start walking over to the cop car, totally chill as fuck. We didn't know what was going on. We think that they think that we robbed the fucking 7-Eleven at gunpoint or some shit. So what are you guys doing? And I was walking back from the 7-Eleven, and then one of the guys is like, oh, you're just walking, hey? And I was like, yeah, we're just walking back from the 7-Eleven, got our gaming fuel and our Doritos, fucking all set for a nerd night. So they start asking us questions about our walk there and back, where we live, shit like that, and what we're doing that night. And they're like, have you guys been drinking? And we're like, no. And they're like, were you guys kicking boards? We got a noise complaint. At first we lied and we were like, no. And then they're like, so if we go to the people that saw you, we're going to get a different answer. No one said anything really. And then the cop who came flying down the sidewalk, he was like, I've been following you guys for a while. And then we totally just recanted our answer. We were just like, yeah, we might have kicked a couple. And we're not that hard. So I'm glad you're being honest with us now. And they just started asking us more questions about our personal lives and shit. They were asking us if we were drinking again. And one of my friends was like, no, we're not very big partiers. We already answered that. And then one of the cops immediately was like, oh no, you're not partiers. You're just destroyers, hey? And I was like, oh shit, savage as fuck. Why are you being like this? We didn't do anything. So I gotta tell you guys, I gotta describe this cop a little bit. This the guy that came flying down the sidewalk, running full throttle at us. This guy is your stereotypical white, buff, macho guy you can think of, but he just looks like an idiot. He looks like a total tard. He looks like he should be wearing a helmet on the special bus. And he's wearing his t-shirt in the freezing cold with his bulletproof vest over him, gun on the side. He looks like a cop that's in it for the bitches, pretty much. I'll put a picture up of a stereotypical cop that kind of looks like him. It was just the funniest thing ever. So he's like, let's go for a walk and see if you damaged any of the property. And we're like, yeah, we didn't kick it that hard. I don't think there's gonna be any damage. And then I was like, yeah, we were just doing some parkour, man. Like, we didn't like damage anything really. And he's like, I'll be the judge of that. And it starts like walking us up the road again from where we just came from, looking at all the boards, like inspecting fucking everything. He starts telling us about the fines. We can owe up to $2,000 in fines if that fence is damaged or like whatever. He's just yammering on about this fucking fence like he built it or some shit. So we're like, okay. And he finds one board that's like kind of like crooked, that's kind of like could be like someone else kicked it out, because we know that we didn't do anything. And he's like, how do I know you guys didn't do this? One of my friends was like, how do you know we did? Like, not being really sassy or anything. He just said like, well, how do you know that we did? Like, asking a question kind of thing. Like, he's pretty much asking if the cop saw us kick it out, even though we didn't. So he says like, hell, how do you know we did? And the cop like gets all up in his face, don't be smart with me, boy, and like just fucking going off. And then like the most respectful way he could say it, he was like, I wasn't being smart with you, I was just saying, well, how do you know we did? It's just a answer to your question, pretty much, with another question. So his cop's going off, and I'm gonna post another picture of him right now because he's a total tar nugget. So eventually we get to the top. The cop didn't deem that we made any damage, so they took us back down to where there's now 3 police cars huddled around each other, fucking discussing the situation at hand. And they took our IDs and shit and our phone numbers. And they're like, we'll call you if we need any more information from you or anything like that. Anyways, long story short, I have not gotten a call about it or haven't heard word one about any of it since then. I just found it kind of fucking ridiculous as there's 3 cop cars on 3 teenage boys with their gamer fuel and Doritos walking home to play video games all night, when there's real shit that could be going down rather than doing some parkour off boards or kicking a fence board or some shit. I don't know, man. They must have been a bored ass night. Oh, I'll also tell you, this is a Saturday night, so there's gotta be some other shit going down. But I guess not. Cops had nothing better to do. Anyways, that's all my time for today, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the GPBR Clan channel, and I will see you guys next Tuesday.